Hello, analytical community in touch System.GURU.Markets. We start with summary information about the company. If necessary, you can pause the video. We propose to consider each indicator of the organization under study more carefully. We will compare the current fundamental indicators of the organization Semtech Corp, ticker SMTC. The review is based on current information at the time, April 8, 2025. By classification Guru.Markets company Semtech Corporation belongs to the subcategory Prom Electron. 64 companies participate in the analysis, which is very representative. Look for the order table at the end of the video. The overall result for the company under study, minus 5.5 out of 10 points. The average result for the subcategory is 1.7 points. If you look broadly, within the US market in general. Note that the average score for the entire market as a whole is 1.9 points. Against the score of minus 5.5 points from Semtech Corp. Comparing the dynamics of the company's share price Semtech Corporation and subcategory companies. We can see that over 12 months the stock Semtech Corp showed a change of minus 14.4%. Against the price dynamics for the subcategory minus 11.7%. This does not clearly indicate anything, but it is necessary to take note of this fact. Market capitalization of the corporation Semtech Corp valued at $2.45 billion. With a market capitalization of the subcategory of $540 billion. Semtech Corp has a share of 0.453% and is one of the very small companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is estimated at $0.53 billion. And the balance sheet capitalization of the subcategory is $130 billion. Semtech Corp accounts for 0.412% share. Having made a comparison of the occupied shares of the market and book value, we see the following. Occupied share Semtech Corporation in the subcategory when assessing the exchange value is 0.453%. The balance sheet capitalization is 0.412%. This is 9% less than the share of the exchange value. Assessment of the company's share of market and balance capitalization in the subcategory, bad, minus 1 point. The analyzed company's financial liabilities amount to $0.571 billion. Debt to book capitalization amounts to 107.7% of the company's capital. Rating based on the level of debt obligations of the company, bad, minus 1 point. The ratio of the company's stock market value to profit is 0. The average in the subcategory is 23.5, which is much worse than in the subcategory. Assessment of market value to profit indicators in comparison with organizations of the subcategory, very bad, minus 2 points. Profit for the last 12 months was minus $162 million. Future earnings for the next 12 months are unknown. And this is very bad for the company's prospects. Assessment of expected future profit indicators in comparison with companies in the subcategory, good, 1 point. The company's value to revenue ratio is 2.7. The average in the subcategory is 2.2, and this is 23% higher than the average in the subcategory. Assessment of the company's market price to its revenue in comparison with indicators in the subcategory, tolerable, 0 points. Revenue for the last 12 months was $910 million. Future revenue for the next 12 months is unknown. This is very bad for the company's price. Assessment of the predicted future revenue indicator in comparison with indicators in the subcategory, bad, minus 1 point. The margin is minus 17.8%, with an average for the subcategory of 9.3%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 27.1%. Assessment of sales margins in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, minus 0.5 points. The company's share by number of employees in the subcategory is 0.204%, which is 122% less than the share of market capitalization. This fact shows the imbalance of the company's exchange price Semtech Corporation, probably towards revaluation. The amount of capital for each employee of the company is equal to $1,332,000, whereas in the subcategory it is $600,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 122%. Assessment of the amount of capital per employee in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. The amount of profit per employee is minus $88,100. The average for the subcategory is $25,500. And the difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 246%. Assessment of profit per individual employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, minus 0.5 points. Sales per individual employee of the company is $495,000. By subcategory, $275,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 80%. Estimation of sales volume per company employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, minus 0.5 points. Shares are short at 7.5%, with a subcategory average of 2.2%. This is an assessment of a possible short squeeze. Technical indicator RSI 14 shows a level of 33% for the company Semtech Corporation. For the subcategory, this level is 29%. On average, securities of the subcategory are valued the same as company shares Semtech Corp. The company's current stock price is approximately $28.32. The consensus price target for the company's stock is pegged at approximately $55.59. The difference between the actual estimate and the consensus estimate is approximately 96%. Let's look at the order table, which is available. The link is in the pinned comment. The order table contains all decisions previously made in a given season by the stock valuation information and reference System.GURU.Markets. Access to the order table is absolutely free and open. Link in pinned comment. As a result of the valuation of the company's shares Semtech Corporation, information and reference assessment System.GURU.Markets, a decision is made. Open a sell trade at a price of $28.31 per share. The deal was opened due to the fact that the company has a fairly low valuation. The organization's assessment was made using the assessment method, the Akeem's Index. Take profit is set at 21.78. Stop loss is set at 34.84. In case the order is not closed by take profit or stop loss, then the order is closed automatically at the end of exchange trading on May 8, 2025. Or on the last trading day before this date. Ticker, ENS, will become the main by transaction. The video on the main order has already been published on this channel. In case of closing of any of the orders, main or balancing, another order is closed at the actual price. Thank you all so much for watching this video and using the help System.GURU.Markets.